introduce you all to King Hermann, second of his name. Boom. And I don't actually have my notes open. Hold on. I'm a professional. I can do this. Where the hell am I looking? Where is my notes? My notes. Stalling. Looking for my notes. King of the Castle, there we are. And King of the Castle roleplay, open it up. Right, and then I can have this pinned on my second screen. There we go. Alright, everyone, as my notes now tell me. The Golden Prince, King Hermann, second of his name, has inherited his father's unyielding trait. Ergo, we will initially be going for a military ambition, and we will rather die than lose, because nobody likes a loser. However, King Hermann II is also earnest, so should his military ambition fail, he will instead go for a farming ambition. He won't quit any event chains, he'll follow them through to the end. And he's not going to take any easy exits, so he's willing to die for just about anything. And finally, I rolled up anti-faith for his third personality trait. And so I decided that he's going to want to secularize the kingdom. He's seen that Archie and the Ninth God's Church have interfered in politics before. He doesn't like it, and he wants to put a stop to that nonsense. That's pretty much it. That's the gist of it. Welcome on in, Athena. Welcome. Feel free to join if you want. Let's have a... Oh, I'm sorry. It's not the first game of the dynasty, so it's placed you in the patricians. I'm sorry about that, Athena. You can only pick your faction on the very first game of a dynasty. But welcome on in. Patricians are, you know, they're doing... Well, I mean, they're doing patrician stuff, which is shit in the bed and ruining their own economy. But... Vivi, where are you? Let's see. There you are. You're in the patricians. Welcome back. Vivi Rydia, welcome on in. So let's have a look at the state of the kingdom. Link it on Discord. Thank you, yeah. Stardock. Oh, I haven't heard about Stardock. Do they still have their own launcher? Or are they on Steam now like everyone else? I got a great money idea. How many crustaceans are involved? So here's the deal. The only thing that's like kind of bad is the patricians' trade and the patricians' military. They're very middling, subpar, not good. We want to up those numbers. We want there to actually be an economy. How did the church get so powerful? It just boiled over. I think we had a big event where there was a cult in the coast, and by defeating the cult we gained like a big swing of pro-faith in the coast. But, you know, we'll make it work. Did you win? Yes. Well, I won yesterday's game. Wasn't that you, Niv Milk? Wait, was it Niv Milk? Was Niv Milk the last crab trader? I can't remember. You wasn't here. Oh, okay. It didn't really, like, the patricians' trade just sort of bandied around 2 and 3. Like, it hasn't really dropped. It wasn't massive. Yeah. We did have pirates. Oh yeah, we had Saulish pirates. Listen, the carp trade will never fail because it's too big to fail. The carp trade. I like it. Try and sell me a fish. Oh yeah. We got to get rid of the tannery as well. Average faith. Yeah, I know. Faith has gone up across the board. Because we've had faith-friendly rulers for a while. But anyway, welcome on in, everyone. That's the state of the kingdom. I'm going to introduce everyone now, so buckle on up. Welcome on in to all of our barons at the start of this game today. We have Baron Nilawa, Baron Gibbo, Baron Dean, Baron Sibon, Baron Noobster, and Baron Zapper Zack. Welcome on in to all of our barons. In our grandees, we have Grandee Morgrim, Grandee Whopper, Grandee Lakelock, and Grandee Weldris. Welcome on in, all of our grandees, for the start of the game. And finally, we have our patricians. Welcome on in, Lord Patrician Nibmilk II, Lady Patrician Viviradia, Lord Patrician Minalum, Minal. I'll call you Minal for now. I hope that's okay. Yes. I don't know how to do UIU as a Alunium. Such a tongue twister. We got Noble Patrician Athena and Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie the 4th. Welcome on in, all of our patricians. Now we're going to start, as usual, with the path to victory. And I'll lock in my ambition. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? I'm gonna carry on my father's military legacy. We're gonna maintain control of the army. Oh, our warrior king is sure to be remembered fondly if he wins more battles than he loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss your progress. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright. Let me just play around with something for a moment. Okay, cool. I think I've got that set right. I just wanted to play around with the volume because I could see my mic was picking up the game music. It still is. Oh well. Hopefully that's not interfering too much. I hope you guys ain't hearing the music doubled up or having any problems with it. But I'll tweak around with that after the stream. Make a note. Note to self. But let's meet you all now. Time to meet the council, the lovely council. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Who have we got from the patricians? Hello, Minal. A pleasure, your serene highness. Hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Thank you very much. Who have we got from the grandees? Red Deucer, welcome. There you are. Grandee time. But we got Morgrim here. May the ninth god bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honour and faith. And finally, the Barons of the March, who have sent forward Gibbo. Hello, Gibbo. Hail and well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. The council immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Hey, Gibbo. Alright. Maybe I'll adjust a little more. Oh. Right, there we go. That should be good. Nobles get a sniff of freedom from being under the new king and no longer respect royal authority. Here we go. Yeah, that's it. Like, we got rid of Hermann. But now's the time. Eyes down, everyone. It'll be the first vote of the game. Your Majesty, it was an honour to serve your father, but now it is your time to wear the crown. As is a tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my coronation. This isn't an absolute monarchy, your majesty. Everything has to be run past the council vote. Even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Okay then. Okay. So, let's have a look. Time to wash away the king's authority. What would we like? You know what? We kind of don't want a blood oath. That's kind of mad. We don't want that. But other than that, can I allow another usurpation? I mean, thank you for your undying loyalty, Simon, but, you know, we're not quite mad dictators yet. Feel free to vote, everyone. First vote of the game, type !vote followed by A, C or D, whichever option you would like to see act out in the game. Whichever one has the most votes at the end of the vote will take place. That's what we'll do. Let them eat cake. Cake. Oh wow, we're going full banquet? I see. The nobles spare no expense, and your banquet table groans under the weight of it all. Hot roasted peacock, boar's head stuffed with swan's tongues, an entire whale turning on a spit. Sorry to, Dean, I think you've voted after I clicked it. I'll try and bear in mind, I'm still got half a mind at work while I was bustling around a bit this morning. So I'll try and slow down a bit, make things work for you all. because I know not everyone's internet is up to speed with the stream. It's a meal fit for a king, which is now, you suppose, what you are. Yeah, but still, it's good to get in the habit, and that was a mistake on my part. So we'll do better, don't worry. Oh, look at this. I love it. I love the way the hair and the hat frame each other. You got like this little kink of hair. Like just sort of bustling out the side of the hat. Oh, that's a good look. Vermis of the Nilawa bloodline, well-known marcher equestrian, stands before a blazing earth, yelling at full volume. When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never! I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Okay, what's it gonna be, barons? Options are A. Doppelganger, B. Modernization, or C. Propaganda. With Doppelganger, you're going to find a body double to replace me with. With Modernization, you're going to try and modernize the army and take direct control of it. And with Propaganda, well, it's propaganda, simple as, really. You're going to put up posters of Vermis all over the place and try and drum up support. Alright, that's 5 votes from the barons. That's pretty much all of you. 1 baron outstanding, but they can't swing it. So here we are, everyone. Oh, the barons plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. Which king? Oh, Alex of the Vivirida family, eccentric coastal tycoon, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Vivi is your kin. Alex? Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Hermann II. Something must be done. Alright. What are we looking at here? So, options for the patricians are A. Subterfuge, B. Uprising, or C. Corruption. With Subterfuge, you're going to try and replace my inner council. With Uprising, you're going to rely on the peasants to revolt. And with Corruption, you're going to try and bribe your way into the palace. Oh, what are we looking at? Ooh. Okay, that's 4 out of 5. Minnow, if you're about, you can vote to maybe tie up the lead. Then we toss a coin. I'll do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll move on. The vote order is kind of sus. Oh! Yeah, barons, then patricians, then grandees. I don't know if that was the update, actually. Maybe the update changed it, because it used to be entirely alphabetical, right? So it just worked from left to right. The patricians plan to replace the king's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less. It's currently at 6. Pepe of the Reducer lineage. Pepe. Charismatic former priest stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as if in a daze. A false pretender occupies the throne, while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honour. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Peppy? Peppy Longstockings? I mean, I guess. Is that how you'd spell that, Peppy? I don't know if they rebalance the names at all, but some of these names are like not that common. Pippi. Oh. Pippi. Oh shit, sorry. Grandees, your options are A, intimidation, B, fervor, or C, excommunication. Intimidation, obviously you infiltrate the palace, but you're going for fervor, the bog standard religious sentiments scheme. The Grandees claimant Pepe has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next monarch. They've been promised a first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Oh my dear God. Right, we got Vermis, our long-lost nibbling of the march. They are pursuing the doppelganger scheme, and so as such the barons want to keep their own defiance at 4 or less. It's currently at 2, so I've got to really go out of my way to piss off the barons in order to avoid this, which I don't think I'm really going to do. Pepe, our long-lost nibbling of the south. The Grandees are pursuing the further scheme. They want to make sure their own farming is at least 5 or more in 4 seasons' time. And they're currently at 7, so, you know, they'd have to lose 3 points of farming. So that's a pretty secure one. Specifically, I think some ENBY names have been added. Oh, okay. Nibbling is the gender-neutral term for a nephew or niece. Right? Or is it uncle or aunt? I can't remember. Oh no, it's cousin, maybe? I can't remember the relation. Niece and nephew, there you go. Yeah, so these are like gender non-specific nibblings. We got Alex, our step-sibling, which is another gender non... So we got 3 monarchs in waiting here today. Our embittered step-sibling in the coast. Alex is pursuing a subterfuge scheme. So the... What is it? Patricians need to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's currently at 6, so the patricians are starting from behind. My nibblings, yeah. Ah, that's good. I'd never heard of nibbling as a term before this game, to be fair. But, you know, I like it. It's good. My nibblings. Okay, generally speaking, we are broke. On the subject of money, we have no money. I mean, we have some money, but the moment I spend any of it, we're going to be broke. So I'm leaning towards the royal gamble. It's become widespread in Australia, given how we nickname stuff. Yeah, nibbling does sound like... Bibblings is a term we should use. Ah. Cousins is... yeah, actually, cousin is like gender neutral, isn't it? Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's got to be royal gamble. I need cash money. Right, this low on lumber. I don't know. I might want to try and break this one because this is the third. This is the new paper of news. This is the third game in a row where we've been low on lumber into March. Your esteemed highness, will you tell these superstitious barons to get over themselves? Let's harvest their trees. We need wood for our craftspeople. I've told you 1,000 times, noble patrician. That forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract and said contract has no exclusions for haunted. Oh, it's because the patricians have low trade. God damn it, patricians. Fix their trade, it'll go away. Damn it, get your shit together, patricians. We need your trade up there. Your Serene Highness, the barons can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. It's strange because I don't view this as like a negative one. Hunting is still illegal, which is rough. But yeah, I'm in favour of fencing it off in before crabs next season. A whole new trend, your highness. Oh. I'm here to sell you a crab. I've decided the coast economy isn't bad enough. Oh. Average crab merchant. Thank you, everyone who's voting in favour of D. Respect the haunted magical forest, indeed. I know I could. I considered doing it more, Grim, but I'm not going to. We're gonna put it back au natural. I imagine there'll be a event, and it'll be a new event because we haven't banned hunting before, really. But my liege, those are a whole 20%. Yeah, I mean this is 70%. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a big number. Big number, good number. All right, one outstanding vote, but we'll move on because it's a clear cut. But my lumber, I paid for that. Give it a rest around you. The council has spoken and it's for your own good. Oh, patricians are grumpy. But it doesn't end there. Illegal logging camps pop up near the ancient grove and the barons are forced to station soldiers in defence. Noble patrician Athena denies any involvement, to no one's surprise. This is fine. This is okay. Hey Red, how's it going? Your Highness, my knaves accuse me of hoarding wealth. Me, how wealthy is Red Deucer? 700? Red Deucer's broke. What are we talking about? There's only 3 nobles that have less money and they're all patricians. Yikes. Worse, they're throwing down their tools, burning their belongings, saying they want to live an ascetic life and I should do the same. What nonsense. Quite so, Your Holiness. They don't want to be pinned down by otherworldly possessions. But burning them is quite the overreaction. The ringleader of this movement's philosopher is called Ortega. She calls herself a voice for the ninth god, and the peasants hang on her every word. They'll be at my door any moment now. I reckon we're not going to be aggressive about it, but we can infiltrate them to get more information, or we can just fire the troublemakers and get a new batch imported from the march. Oh. Send someone to infiltrate their cult, eh? That works. I'm abstaining, no worries. Oh, you want to aggressively break them up no matter what. Randy Redducer arranges for one of their few loyal servants to go along to Ortega's gatherings. You hope to hear from them soon. Meanwhile, both rich and poor scramble to show off their devotion to the ninth god in the face of Ortega's surging popularity. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I finally found you. This place is a bloody maze, it is. Mind if I take her seat? Who are you? Oh, me. Name's Ralph, your Madge. Yeah, pleased to meet you, pleased to meet you, pleased. Listen, I got a bloody great idea for you. What a gangrene can be cured with mouldy bread. I haven't tried it yet, but I got a good feeling. Before Ralph can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? I think with earnest and unyielding, I mean, let Ralph cook. I mean, maybe. I don't know why it's happening a lot. We haven't had the chance to have like a arena fight for it for a bit, have we? Yeah, let him vote. Let him vote. Whatever you say, Your Majesty. She goes and gathers up the counts who trickle into the hall in their pyjamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. Alright, here's the deal. The coast is grumpy, so we should give the coast some mouldy bread. Does that sound good to everyone? Yeah. I would like to royal gamble on the coast getting it. Give the coastal navy a lump of mouldy bread. Please and thank you. Need to re-rip the game files? Yeah. Oof. Well. It looks like the Grandees are making a strong bid. We've got a tie at the minute, and it's very close either way. Whopper, your vote didn't go through for some reason. Gonna do a final countdown in chat. Kindly vote if you've yet to. Northwind, hello. Amy, welcome on in. Yeah, coming in at the last minute, the clutch to give me the golden choice. Or the royal gamble, rather. Thank you. Everyone wants a slice of the cake. They do, the mould cake. And there's Northwind Amy. There you are. Welcome back to the Patricians. Thank you for joining us. Under Ralph's close supervision, injured coastal soldiers eat mouldy bread to stave off infection. To everyone's surprise, it works. Coastal military is soon fresh and healthy, and their new medicine is rolled out across the kingdom. The success of his idea notwithstanding. Your Majesty, if that present had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think what could have happened. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be Lord of Coin above all. I think I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. I reckon, right, so... I think, truthfully, I'm going to go for the Barons again. Because I'm like anti-faith, and I've not really got anything that would put me pro-gladiators. So it's going to be the Veterans of the March. I will make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on their sword hilts, each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. The gold cloaks, yes, summon the gold cloaks. Alright, I am going to go boil a kettle so I can have some coffee and nip to the bathroom and back. I'm going to run 1.5 minutes of ads, so everyone go get yourselves fresh drinks, go to the bathroom, have a snack. You're not going to miss anything while the ads are running. And then when I return, will be no pre-roll ads for anyone new coming for a little bit. And we'll be ready to rock and roll with the new season. I'll see you all in a moment. Okay. Right. I've returned. Sorry for the wait there, everyone. Ooh. I have a cup of coffee and some chocolate biscuits. Yeah, thank you, Amy. I'm confused. Athena says, I'm confused to why the patricians are against progressing our stream. Yeah, that's because we do, like, a bit of light roleplay, as Amy says. There are streams where people focus on the schemes, Here, people create a character concept and stick with it regardless of whether it wins the game or not. So it's more of a role-play experiment, is what we're trying to do here, Athena. So try not to sweat it. You know, you can still pursue the scheme, but just be, Oh, I dropped my biscuit in the tea. Hold on. I dunked it while talking and it just fell apart. It's in the bottom of my coffee. Emergency. Now I've got a teaspoon. I've got most of it, but I've got crumbs in my coffee. This is, you know, here we go. Yeah. Winning doesn't always equal having fun. Just ask my dad, who supports Sheffield Wednesday. What? Is that like a deep cut second division football team or something? But yeah. But yeah, that's the gist of it. People are free to do what they want, but it's, you know, important to just vibe and have fun. We're really just here to have fun and see how it goes. Oh, right. So, we got our first auction of the game. Biscuit-flavoured coffee. I love it. What are we doing? Patricians want to lower stability. They can do so with E, the prison. Grandees want to keep their farming up. They can do so with C, the aqueduct. And barons just want to keep their defiance low, but their defiance is super low. Looking around, other items of note. Maybe the barons want to get their fortress up so they can go back to having 10 military to replace the troops they lost guarding the forest. But here's a list of all the nobles and how much money you've all got in case your plugin doesn't work or you're on your phone. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top two items will be built at the end of the auction, and everything else that is bid on will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your bids in. Try not to miss out. There is a delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Right, what are we looking at? D and E? Wow, this is a nice 69. Thanks, Dean. 10 seconds. Go, go, go. There you are. What did we end up with? A fortress and an aqueduct. See is where I put my coins, if I had any. Don't worry, mutated. You'll get some coins back, I'm sure. I think you were just around in the bad old days when the patricians bankrupted themselves. Okay. Let's deal with this. My liege, I've received reports of logger bandits holed up in camps inside my ancient grove. I've sent patrols, but my people are too afraid to approach the cursed trees. No doubt they're under noble patrician Athena's command. We must order them to pull the loggers out. At least they anger the tree spirits that dwell there. By sea and storm, you have no proof that the loggers are mine. Stop wasting the council's time. I reckon A or B is good. Hey, Shadow. Where is Shadow Moon? Why am I so blind? There you are. Welcome back to the Barrens. We're not going to set fire to the ancient forest. We're not going to ignore it. I'm generally speaking in favour of the investigation, but I wouldn't be upset if we hired mercenaries instead. Right. That's good. That's good coffee. We're gonna wake up now. Let's see. 7 votes, 8 votes, 11 votes total. There's a bunch of you yet to vote, so I'll hang around for a little bit. I don't want to risk the mercenaries angering the trees. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking as well. Plus, an investigation would be more accurate. But 9 to 4 off votes, yeah, I think we're good. I think we're done there. The spy master is quick and quiet. Barely a week later, she returns with her report. I found the receipts from all across the coast mentioning a sale of magical lumber, which seems incredibly popular and especially profitable. She presents a wad of papers as evidence. Oh, it's Athena. Debts below women. You've made your point. We've no ancient groves in the coast, and us patricians actually appreciate exotic woods. The noobs aren't using the trees for anything. Such waste is a crime itself. I'll warn you once more, the grove is ancient, powerful, and sacred. You have to do something about this, Your Majesty. Is magical lumber any better, or is this just marketing? I think it's good marketing. Noble tradition, Athena must cease logging immediately. Buy all that glitters. This is going to cost me. I invested a lot into those lumber mills. Hey, Dusa. That philosopher Otega is preaching that we can only be close to the ninth god if we reject our worldly possessions, which would be bad enough. But she's also performing miracles. My spy saw her heal a woman's broken arm with a single touch, cure an old man's blindness. She must be a witch. Whatever we might think, the peasants believe her. More of them flock to her barn every day as rumours of miracles spread. Let's see. I reckon Anything but the High Inquisitor. You know, like the church can enter a competition, or we can just let her do what she's doing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we want the Inquisition stomping its boots around, wagging its finger at people. Heresy. It's big gamba time for the big coin toss. Let's see if the church can do it together. Theological combat. T-Go slurp. Oh, did you hear that? Okay. I'm still trying it out without the noise cancellation. So let me know what you think of the new audio. But yeah, let's go. The Archbishop sends priests off to a village long abandoned to drought. Townsfolk from neighbouring lands eagerly follow the holy group. Once arrived, the priest's voices rise in choral harmonies. It's dramatic at first, but the townspeople shift their feet and mutter as the sky remains clear. A little rain eventually falls, but the witnesses say it was a coincidence. Ortega continues to preach, claiming the jealous church wants nothing but to stamp out her teachings. Just don't chew loudly. Okay. Oh dear. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Let's see. We want a D3. What do we want? 1. Men. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families. Let's see what they have to offer. I think we can common tax everyone. We're pretty good. It's raining men. Oh, cock. The cult has spread to the march. There's a problem with the followers of that Southerner Ortega. Her teachings have spread to the march. Heli Borea, hello, welcome on in. You've been placed in the Grandees. Welcome aboard. Hope you're having a good day. And welcome on in. We like to roleplay a bit here. So please don't sweat it if you see people voting for stuff that doesn't necessarily help the scheme. But welcome on in. Make yourself comfortable. Where she's getting stronger. She's performing miracles, healing a woman's broken arm with a single touch, curing an old man's blindness. All over the march, the commoners are throwing away their goods and cursing the barons for their greed. They're clashing with priests, even starting brawls in the streets. Every day we lose more workers to this cult. Yikes. Okay, well, we don't believe in assassinations, really. Either we're down with Ortega, or we want to condemn Ortega. What's it gonna be, everyone? A, to denounce Ortega, B, to incorporate her into the church. Yeah, which gamba do you want? Or do we tie them and gamba for the gamba? Okay. Okay, cool. That's 13 out of 19 nobles voted. Very close. It could swing either way, really. But we're going to call an end to it. Going to do a countdown in chat. 3, 2, 1, and we'll be moving on. Yeah, there was no gamba on the gamba. All across the land, his archbishop and his priests condemn Ortega until they're out of breath, but her followers do not listen. Instead, they just get bolder. Nobles whisper that the church isn't capable of dealing with this problem. Fantastic news. This is rough. Amy, hello. Greedy marcher merchants are taking advantage of cheap coastal labour, your August Majesty, exploiting our natural resources and putting our trading companies out of business. You did tie yourself to the church for that too? I mean, I think I'd like joined with them on that one, yeah. But it's not like I'm part of the church. They're vultures. Vultures. Is this really such a problem? It's just business. Be anti-church and Archbishop King. And get a cult who could have predicted this coincidence. Well, I mean, it's not terrible. Just business, baby. You know what? I reckon we want to unify to kick the barons out. Because we need to do something for the patricians. I don't want them to keep trying to buy magic wood. Vote A, everyone. And we'll settle this matter in favour of the patricians. Oh, yawn, yawn, yawn. Ah, that hurt. Voting in favour of the patricians. Ah. Thank you, everyone. Great God, trust me, those coastal fools will run my companies into the ground. All the marcher companies in the coast are transferred to new ownership. Wine cellars, jewelers, gold mines, perfumeries. All goes to Lady Patrician Amy. As months pass, it becomes evident that Baron Sibendef was wrong. The companies continue to make a nice profit, and their new owners spread the wealth all across the coast. There we go. We performed CPR on the coast's economy, and we found a pulse. I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young man from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, or you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. If the Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall, where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels, for now each is covered by a cloth. Okay, what are we looking at, really? We want someone hard-working, someone driven, somebody who's knows how to fight, and somebody that's critical of the church. I think those are the big pluses. Alright, let's see the eligible bachelors. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast we have Maurinius, wealthy heir to noble patrician Athena's estate. He's always getting himself into trouble for some reason or another. Okay. He recently gave away half his fortune to the church, much to everyone's surprise. He's an absolute fountain of energy. Nobody can keep up with him. That's a bit of a wash. He's active, but he gives money to the church. Trade-offs. I'd say he's a pretty neutral choice, all things considered. From the south, Alfonso, eldest son of the Heliboria bloodline. He's preoccupied with honour and has been in a few too many duels in his time. Like many in the south, he claims to put his faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. And he's got grand plans by all accounts. He wants to change the world. Again. Right, we have a religious nut, right, who wants to change the world. I mean, I don't mind that, maybe, but I think this is another net neutral. And finally, with the Marches offering, Lorenz, scion of the prestigious Cyberdef bloodline. Typical Baron, really. Loud, brash, and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the Barons, his great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from his crossbow, nor is he actually. He walks with a limp ever since he shot himself in the shin trying to hit a ferret. Okay, yeah, we can deal with this guy. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Yeah, I've made my decision. It's going to be Lorenz, right? Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie IV has invited his closest confidants aboard his yacht. The kingdom was supposed to be in chaos by now. Chaos. Instead, everyone's getting along with each other. It's disgusting. Oh. Indeed, we can hardly argue that the king's advisors are doing a bad job when the whole kingdom's turned into one big picnic. The Pat's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. I don't know. I don't think I'd go for Golden Choice, really. Yeah, I don't want any of them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's here, and he's coming from the coast. I don't like that. Dreadful tidings, Your Majesty. It's a disaster. Ortega's followers are in a frenzy. They stole my manor, took it over. I barely escaped. They say Ortega's bringing the sick there to be healed by her powers. If she doesn't burn the place down first. Oh. Okay, this is getting out of hand. I think we're gonna send in the boys. Yeah, send in the army. We've got to reclaim this. All right. I just need a way to get caffeine straight into my veins. Have the peasants also stolen Red Deuce's council vote? Wait, what? Oh my god, yeah! Wait a minute. Under that floppy head isn't Red Deucer. It's a peasant in a disguise. Oh dear. Alright, there we go. Oh no. Southern Watch convene on the overrun estate. But the bonfires have already been lit and every last bit of Red Deuce's treasure is destroyed. Not only that, but Ortega is killed in the confusion. Peasants and grandees alike are outraged. Nobody's happy. Everything's gone wrong. And along comes Fitzalbert. Yes, we're not... Yes, Morgrim. That's fine. I've had my cup of coffee. It'll get there eventually. Your esteemed highness, I have a matter of some delicacy to speak with you about. Good day, cousin. How's the old kingdom going at? I always thought it looked like a lot of work, but I suppose you do get a fancy hat. Lord Fitzalbert is your very, 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 very distant cousin. About 50th in line to the throne? You haven't seen him in years. What's going on? Lord Fitzalbert's been staying at my estate for the last year, Your Serene Highness, but lamentably there have been some financial impacts. He's been borrowing money from me for months, saying he'll pay me back when his luck turns, but now my coffers are bare. Yes, poor mutated zombie, the fourth, couldn't even afford a little banquet to see me off. I'm sorry it's come to this, Your Highness, but I must petition the council for funds. I think we should pay, right? Everyone, pay Lord Patrician Mutated. We'll pay for it. We'll clean this up. Mutated Zombie hasn't got that much money. I wouldn't mind giving them a bit of cash. Oh. Royalists assemble. I think it's fine. I think we're gonna get it. Your cousin is expensive. They are, yes. God damn it, Fitzalbert. The treasurer arranges for a discreet payment for Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie Bush. Word gets around the coast about your generosity, not least because Lord Fitzalbert is eager to proclaim it wherever he can. You're not sure where your cousin will land next, you can only hope it is somewhere far away. Yes. Wedding time! Your wedding to Lorenz is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Lorenz at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do, Archie, I do. Then I pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband Lorenz dances so vigorously that he spills wine all over himself. By the time you find yourself alone with Lorenz, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I am so drunk, and somehow not drunk enough. time for more wine. Servants, more wine now. Haha, that's the spirit. So what do you do in your spare time? Nothing beats the romance of the hunt. Roaming the great outdoors, searching for my prey. Shall we go to bed together, baby? No time like the present, eh? He swigs back the last dregs of his wine and leads you to bed. Don't confess to illegal actions. Yeah, it's a bit... Deep in the forest of the March, Baron Dean has gone boar hunting with a few of their close friends. You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold. What? Your Highness, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Ha 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 ha! Quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king, it's a peasant who's the king's spitting image. Great God, and just in time. Spymaster trusts us so much that she's not concerned that we're fortifying the border. It means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in their place. How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos. Bad enough that the king's abduction can slip past unnoticed. The next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Oof. Okay, barons and pats both want to lower stability. The prophesied Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celestath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Pepe, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim. Ah! Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Pepe. I knew you could do it. The plentiful crops have been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false king. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. The next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Oh, this is rough. This is rough. The Chaos Alliance is here. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. We're in agreement. The kingdom must burn. Your Highness, that troublesome philosopher Ortega is gone, but her followers are marching on our estates demanding justice. It's the same in the march. They're making her into a martyr. I reckon. Yeah, I'm leaning towards just bribing the grandees to, you know, chill out. I mean, yeah, it's literally burning right now in the south. Alright, that's 8-3. I think that's okay. Your troops charge in and order the farmers back to their lands. Any complaint is met with the blade. There are rumours of unflattering corn effigies made in your image, but the peasants are too afraid to even whisper Ortega's name. Your distant cousin Lord Fitzalberg races into the room while you're enjoying your breakfast. They swear by the knife god there's gold underground. What are you talking about? Alright. I had some luck in the gambling establishment in the coast. Lord Patricia mutated Zombie Bush IV introduced me to a consortium of prospectors selling land. They're sure there's gold beneath the earth and they just need a small investment to dig it out. Of course I bought it. It was a bargain. I wonder if the council would like to get involved in this opportunity. You know what? Either we're in or we're out. I expect a vast deposit of pyrite? I don't know how you say that. But that's not gold, is it? Okay, this is clearly a confidence trick. Leave him to his nonsense. It looks like that's got a clear lead. Lord Fitzalbert sweeps out saying he'll find the funds himself. And he does, whether through begging, stealing or selling some of his many possessions. The project begins. He sends you a very smug letter to that effect. What am I... Okay, overturning an old law. Your Majesty, your father introduced a most unfair ban on hunting which has restricted us barons for far too long. I was hoping you could repeal it. It would be very grateful. Fine, I'll bring it to the council. Cheers, let's undo the sins of the past. Yeah, let's repeal the hunting ban. Oh. Oh, wop. Okay. That's a tie. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to very quickly take my coffee mug back to the sink and then we'll continue. If you've yet to vote, now's the time. There's a tie. You could have the deciding vote. Repeal the ban as long as the barons pay an extra tithe. Oh my god, okay, I thought we'd repeal it. Okay, I'm sorry, barons. The barons aren't overly enthusiastic about paying for their favourite pastime, but at this point they're so desperate they agree. Their withdrawal symptoms are kicking in. I'm glad to live in a land of freedom again. the freedom to kill helpless animals. Alright. Everybody wants stability down, so everybody wants the prison. I want stability up. So if you want to help me out, bid on the library. The library. Going around, let's see. Here's everyone's money. Oh, we've got a fairly even distribution of nobles at the minute. Press F to pay respect. Yeah, at the prison. We're going to start the auction now. Type !fund, followed by the letter F to get your prison, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. The top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else you bid on will be refunded back to you. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there is a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. Okay, what have we got? A and C? What the hell's happening here? What is this? Madness. Ten seconds, everyone. Alright, what was that in the end? Was it the deer park and... Okay, it was the deer park and the prison. Oh, okay. Your Majesty, I've received worrying reports. Worrying and confusing. Oh, I pay you too much to be... Oh, wait. Let me help you out. What's wrong? We're nice, we're nice. I've received reports from one of my little birdies in Baron Dean's fortress that they have a most unusual guest. Oh no, is this some kind of parasite thing? No. It's you, Your Majesty, or someone that looks just like you. I have no reason to suspect the Barons of plotting anything, and yet I can't square this away. One frame after unbanning hunting, they now build more deer. Okay, I see what they're putting down. I'm picking it up. They're like, no, we want deer. Unfortunately, I can't devote too many resources to solving this puzzle with the kingdom in such a lamentable state. Too busy fighting fires elsewhere. I recommend you call a meeting at the council to try and do something to put a stop to this. Very well, assemble them. I mean, you're not going to vote for it, are you? But I kind of want to triple the security. Please? Please? Agreed, we're not going to vote for it. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Simon, I salute you. Thank you. Gold cloaks to the king. Unfortunately, it's not really gold cloaks plural, is it? Alright, I think that's pretty much everyone, isn't it? We're gonna do a... Wow, final countdown. It's a tie. 3, 2, 1, and we'll be moving on. Boom, boom. Oh, hello. Okay, you voted B. And I think you did it just as I clicked it, so I'll honour that. Wait, you haven't... Okay. I'll honour that. You missed it by just a fraction of a second. We're delaying the scheme. You'll send your best knights to kick down doors and rampage through the Marcher forts, searching for your doppelganger. It doesn't accomplish much, except ticking off the barons. If this doppelganger exists, he's been moved to a safer location. But at least you bought yourself some time. You hampered the barons' efforts. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Your Majesty, I assume you are familiar with the Grandee's latest puppet, the so-called Ninth Herald. Pepe? They're a fraud. Quite so. Yet the Grandees are pushing Pepe as their claimant to your throne, to be put there by force if needed. Unfortunately, the kingdom's going for a rough period. You need to stabilise and quickly as possible. Well, this is easy. We don't want the High Inquisitor getting involved. The church should stay out of politics. So we can just offer tax breaks, or we can just sit on our haunches. Oh wow, the barons are showing up. They're like, if we don't get through, you don't get to get through. Oh no, oh no. Hello Ace, welcome on in. Hello Ace, there you go, voted A. It's a tie at 7 apiece. What Air Thrifty wants is active. I don't know what you mean there. Barons stand together? Well, I mean, no, I'm not closing the vote. I'm gonna give people time. There's what? Oh, there we go. We've had, so there's 5 people outstanding the vote. We're gonna have a final countdown. And it will be a 3, 2, 1. And we'll move on. Boom, boom. There we go. The door has closed. Due to competition, incompetence, or pure malice, the council have declined to take action. You're on your own for now. The Baron's motivating factor of we win because the other team's lost has led to a grand streak of 6 wins. Pretty much, hasn't it? Your marriage to Lorenz has grown stale. Well, you get along well enough and you made some good memories together, but there's no spark. He cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness, but spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of many cousins. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. The kingdom's in great jeopardy. The council is calling for the king's inner circle to resign. We need to increase the pressure. If the king is in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands. No more interfering spymaster, no more marshal or chancellor or treasurer. A whole new inner circle, all made up of patricians. Salutes in chat, everyone, for the patricians. For the next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Authority is currently at 8. good luck and Godspeed. The south swells with devotees from across the kingdom. They come to see Pepe, the Knights Herald in action. In the picturesque town of Cavanna, the Grandee's holy claimant delivers a speech to her curious applause. Two figures stand in an alcove nearby. If our army were strong enough, we could take the palace by force. A crusade? That sounds promising. I suggest we leave it up to the ninth god. Surely he will intervene on Pepe's behalf. Okay, what's it gonna be? Grandees, come on. Military at 8. It's gotta be the crusade, right? Launch a holy war. Come on. We see the miracle so often, and your faith is actually in the gutter right now. Today's the day. Here there's something going on with the crusade ending. Oh. Well, there we are. Maybe we'll see that. Who knows? You'll still have to get 2 points of military extra, though. I have faith in our military. Why not both? I pray for a militant miracle. As the vote is called, cheers erupt in the cramped halls of Grandee Whopper's villa. For the ninth god, death to the pretender, death to King Hermann II. For the final stage of their scheme, the Grandees must raise their military to at least 10. Also, the narrative of involving the church in politics when the king wants to separate church and state. Thank you, Bonkle. Great point. This is very thematic. Everyone's kind of like, yeah. We're okay. We're okay. Oh, we're just gonna trundle on. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, alright. Here we go, lads. Your Majesty, we in the March have finished a complete reorganisation of our new army. Sorry, Error Ace. I welcomed you in, but I didn't point you out. There you are. You're in the Barrens. It is truly a powerful beast now. Yes, very lovely. Moreover, I was hoping the Crown might be willing to host some military exercises. The soldiers are restless. You want me to start a war? We just need a suitable campaign to whet our swords and spears. An unbloodied army isn't worth its salt, I'd say. Let's see what the council thinks. Instead of a costly war, Your Highness, we could establish mercenary companies that fight abroad and take a healthy cut at the profits. Or if Your Majesty wishes to gain something more than gold, we should use our might as intended and make inroads into Tavolin, whose meagre army will surely be no match. Yeah, we're not a warmonger. I do like the idea of more money. So I do kind of want cash money. I'm not even greedy, it's just good to have it kicking about in case I have to spend something. Oh, Noobster, your vote for A didn't go through. A lot of votes aren't going through today. I don't know why. Did you jump the gun and do it a fraction early, maybe? Where was that? Whopper? Did Whopper's vote? Oh yeah, Whopper's vote got through. There you go. I'll try and keep an eye out. If I see someone vote here and I don't see any movement on the shields, then I do try and like track it, but I don't always get it, so you'll have to keep your own eyes on it a bit, especially if it's going to be like this. But we are creating the mercenary companies. Okay. 100%. You give royal assent to the creation of new mercenary companies owned by the Barons of the March. These companies fight in Ashmead and other lands where wars are plentiful. Everyone's satisfied, the Barons get their exercise, and you get a portion of the blood money. Ah, blood money. My favourite flavour of money. Lord Fitzalbert drags himself into the council chambers with a tragic expression. My dear royal cousin, I must throw myself upon your mercy. Is something wrong? There was no gold in my lands. The prospectors have fled. I've lost everything, even my favourite snuff box. All gone. All I ask is your kindness and some cash. Alright, he can go to a monastery or we can pay him. You know? Ephra, welcome on in. Let's find you on the... There you are. Oh, Ephra has changed up. You've changed up what you look like. Ah, I see it. Yeah, this is you, apparently. Did you actually change your avatar? I don't know what's happened. Bug? It must be. Huh. Well, here it's giving you a tall black man with a handlebar moustache. But anyway, we're going to tell him to join a monastery in the coast, apparently. 80% chance of success. Lord Fitzalbert makes a fuss over the plan. He says he's not suited to a godly life. But when you insist, he trails off to a remote monastery in the coast. The monks quickly write to you, complaining about his conduct. He's caught climbing out the window for fun, attempted to bless the chickens with holy wine, and ringing a prayer gong during midnight prayers. Soon he is expelled. Uh-oh. With nothing else to do, Lord Fitzalbert announces that he's taking a trip to Saul, where they'll let him do whatever he likes. You don't doubt that. But the pirates there will most likely fleece him with whatever he has left. Perhaps Lord Fitzalbert will cause less trouble now that he's out of your hair. Regardless, he's no longer your concern. He's blessing the chickens and going all the way to Saul. Hermann, dearest, I have something for you. This is something I brought back from my latest hunt, a trophy. Lawrence takes you by the hand and leads you to the great hall where a white sheet hangs over a statue where there wasn't anything before. When he pulls the sheet free, it falls to the floor and a taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. Fearsome. This will be perfect for instilling fear into some of the nobles. ATL, how's it going? It's been a bit. You've been placed in the patricians. There you go. And how is Ephra? Ephra's still looking the same. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. Somewhere in the march, Baron Dean sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. They and their fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom is on the brink of destruction. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend for us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the palace watch? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. Please don't do the chomping noise. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's really unpleasant with your current mic settings. Okay. No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. Lure the king to the march and abduct him there. Raise your own defiance. Or manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the king during the relief efforts. Lower your own farming. ASMR. If I wanted to hear people chewing, I'd have tuned into an ASMR channel. Okay. Right. It's just saying spikes and crackles and okay. Does it actually? I thought I'd fixed it so it wouldn't do that, but okay. Lure the king to the march and abduct him there. Did it do the same when I clapped my hands yesterday's stream? But I can't remember somebody dropping from a great height. It doesn't do it when talking about apparently fake chewing is spiky enough that it does. Okay. We need to convince the king that the march is on the verge of rebellion. In the current climate, he'll be forced to make a diplomatic visit to smooth things over. That is when we strike, one king enters the peace tent and another king leaves. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must raise their defiance to at least 5, but without starting a rebellion. You know what? We're kind of cracking under pressure here. Hey, Lake, good night. Thank you for being here. Everyone say goodbye to Lake Lock in chat. Thank you for saying goodbye. Oh my good God. What is happening? Why is this happening? Shark attacks and a kraken on the same turn. Okay, let's start with the kraken. That seems like a proper crisis, yeah. A kraken. A real-life, honest-to-knife kraken just outside my harbour off the western shore. We should send our navy to subdue the beast at once. A kraken has every advantage in a sea battle, your majesty. Perhaps a lighter touch is preferable. It's said the kraken can be appeased by an offering of living creatures. That booming crop is luring the sea beasts? Oh, okay. Heretical nonsense. You cannot be considering this, your majesty. I will pay you all for a sacrifice. Appease the sacrifice. Golden choice on B. Let's go. The Kraken craves surf and turf. Oh. I could kill a good meal right now. Yeah, so if you're holding out on voting or if you've been stepping away, B has golden choice on it. Vote for B and you'll get 500 gold. That's 15. There's 7 people yet to vote, but I think that's about how many who's dropped out. Gonna do a final countdown. Once we hit 1, we'll be moving on. Noobster, very close. Cutting a fine line there. Well done. Dozens of goats and cows are rounded up and carted off to Lady Patrician TL's hometown, where they're dumped unceremoniously into the water near her estate. The church's great anger, the bizarre plan works. The Kraken presumably eats its fill and disappears back into the depths. Coastal villagers celebrate by burning Kraken effigies and occasionally tossing their own goats into the sea. Hopefully you haven't just spawned yet another cult. Alright. Upsetting news from the coast, Your Majesty. Several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. You can't close my beach. Excuse me, Niv Milk. That beach is vital for coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got on the wrong end of a fish. Well, now I want to close it. You can't. I'll take this all the way to the council. If I was Hermann the First, I would be so mad. Wait, what? What? Oh, for turning the back on the on the church and potentially spawning a cult. Let's see. We're not going to keep it open. Yeah, many cults are happening. They're all over the shop. New Kraken cult. For any patricians looking for their next roleplay, a Kraken cult is a thing. Yes, you are going to keep it open. How am I going to keep it? I'll turn it into a tourist attraction. Okay. Worshippers of Cthulhu. Yeah, there you go. That could be it. That could be added to your roleplay for next time. Nice little anti-faith. It's genius. We flip it on its head. The patricians immediately mount an impressive public relations campaign. Come to Prosper Peach. See the world-famous man-eating shark. Thrill seekers, welcome. More people are dying than ever, but at least they're all signed waivers. Everyone's happy, especially a shark which grows very fat indeed. Okay, so we got it. We got trade. It's doing alright. Our military's looking okay as well. Your Majesty, the yields from coastal farms are extraordinary. I've never seen the like. Why, every noble banquet boasts lemons from coastal trees. They're delicious. They've even hybridized a new variety with juice that can cleanse wounds and heal infections. Still stings though. Okay, I've not seen the magic lemons before. Normally it's like, I guess it's based on the region that has the thing. We must assemble a team from the university to study this new crop. It could be beneficial to the entire kingdom. By the 9th, wait a moment, you can't spread our secrets to just anyone. I have you know our produce is very much in demand. We're just in the middle of securing a lemon trade agreement with Tavolin. These eggheads could disrupt things terribly. Magical lemons, magical lemons. Alright, we pay the patricians, right? Vote A and we share the lemons with everyone. The patricians get money, we get magical lemons. It's a fair deal, it's a good deal. The best deal on the table. Vote A. Lemons for everyone. Well, 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 would you look at that? More than half of you showed up to vote in favour of lemons. Best deal on the tree. Lemon trees are too big for the table. Okay, Weldris. Alright. The scholars are delighted, not least because they don't have to fund the expedition themselves. The patricians grudgingly accept the stipend, which dwindles to a token amount once all the policy fees and paperwork is filed. But as knowledge of coastal lemons spread across the kingdom. Fields now flourish. Look at that, we are so big. The lemons are quickly used to heal wounds from accidents and even army troops. The health of the nation vastly improves. Alright, the barons need to shoot defiance up to 5 or more, and that doesn't seem to be happening anytime soon. The grandees are waiting to get 10 military, and the patricians want to lower authority to 4 or less. I think, fingers crossed. Who needs a scheme when Hermann fixed the coast? Look at it. The Hermann line has been the best thing to happen to this kingdom for like a century. Not another bloody invitation. Okay. Alright. Deep breaths, everyone. This is another opportunity to burn down a city in the south. Your Majesty, it is my singular honour to invite you to attend the annual Night of the Seven Pyres celebration. I look forward to attending. Praise the Knife, I trust you would be willing to finance and organise one of the pyres. It's customary for the king to do so if he's in attendance. I'll make sure it's a night to remember. I look forward to it, Your Holiness. Your Highness, I have good news. Those mercenary companies that we let loose into the wild, they're still returning profits. What a wonderful investment. I'm glad to hear it. I came here to give you your share, of course. Please take it. The question remains, my liege, whether or not we call it quits. Call it quits? What do you mean? We sent them to Ashmead in order to blood them. They've more than proven themselves. We could bring them home and have them train our own military with their expertise. Or we could put them back to work with the expectation of future profits. I don't mind. I reckon I'm going to take a gamble on keeping them where they are so we can get more trade and more money. But we'll see which way you go. Like... Who was that? Oh, Amy, goodbye. Everyone say goodbye to Amy in chat. Thank you for popping by today. Hope to see you next weekend for more. Thank you for saying goodbye. Bye-bye. Everyone say goodbye. Okay, we are definitely going for maintaining the companies. As I thought. The mercenaries, holy crap. The mercenaries continue their successful campaigns throughout Ashmead and beyond. A steady stream of income finds its way into the kingdom with little effort on your part, keeping both you and the barons happy. It is the golden age right now. What a fantastic turn of events this has been. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Wait, is it not doing it? Why is it not doing it? Exclamation mark D3? Am I... D3? Oh, is it? Hold on. Am I... Oh, okay. Just rolled it in a separate tab. It's a 2. Okay. We'll go with that. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My cousin and adopted daughter. The assembled nobles break out in polite applause. By designating an heir, he cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your August Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir? What is her name? I have given this child, this daughter of mine, the name Hermann III. Marvellous, you serene highness. I'm sure little Hermann III will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Somewhere along the coast, the Lord Patrician mutated zombie, the fourth, strolls in his olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The council demanded a shake-up, but the king resists all calls to replace his advisors. That's a great shame. There's all we can do while the king's position is so powerful. The patrician's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. Okay. So in looking at this, the Grandees really want C, the fortress. And the patricians may be interested in F, the theatre, if they're going to make a bid for lowering my authority for real. Other items of note. I mean, B, the library would be nice. E, the cathedral might be good if you want to bring up faith again. The march needs better farmland. I mean, farming is quite high, but yeah, why not? Here is everything. The add-on is glitched. Have they, like, wheeled out the update or something, maybe? But I can't control it, and, like, there's nothing we can really do. Sometimes it just bugs out. Gotta go. Bye. Bye, Noobster. Everyone say goodbye to Noobster in chat. Thank you for being here, buddy. Hope to see you next time. Hope to see you next week. We'll be doing this again with presumably Queen Hermann III, maybe. But take care, Noobster. See you later. We're going to start the auction right now, everyone. Type !fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Everything else will get a refund. You have about 40 seconds to get your funding in, but there's a slight delay on stream, so I'll type in chat when there are 10 seconds left. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? A and C, Aqueduct and Fortress. Okay, I can see it. Alright. 10 seconds. Go, go, go. Alright, there we are. The barons have straight 8s for trade, farming and military, which isn't bad. That's very healthy. The grandees have a 9 for their military now, though, which is concerning. A taxing issue? Let's see. Your Majesty, help us. Grandee Red Deucer of the South has been bleeding us dry, they have. Not literally, I hope. No, I'm making use of a common idiom, you Madge. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed my cows. It's true, your majesty. Grandee Reducer has been taxing their peasants at least twice as much as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, your majesty. I barely have any gold in my vault. I'm just doing what I can to stay afloat. This is a matter for the council's consideration. Sorry, Ducer. I mean, we don't have to do it. Think of it this way, Thrifty. The Grandees, when you get to throw the kill count to record highs. Oof. I mean, we'll find out, I guess, maybe. Okay, I see what way the wind is blowing on this one. Very simple. By the 9th, tax collection has been our duty since the days of old. Why should the rest of us be punished because of Grandee Reducer's mistake? The royal tax collectors proved to be diligent and efficient, but the Grandees are outraged at the implication they can't be trusted. A capital proposition. Wonderful, our soldiers are renowned throughout the kingdom and beyond. We've awarded so many medals that can serve as full plate mail in a pinch, your holiness. Why don't I transfer some of our best troops to help police the capital? They'd improve security and show the Southern Army for what it is, the pride of the kingdom. Do you want to station soldiers in the capital? Your August Majesty, think of a threat to your security. Let's make use of them instead. I don't like it. Should I pay you to help out the patricians? What is their military for? Yeah, I think that could be the best use. Golden choice on B. Although, for the Crusading Grandee, C is the way, if you want to see the Crusade succeed, I think. Okay, alright. There's golden choice on B. Anyone yet to vote? Now's the time. Vote to get your money. Oh dear. Right. Let's see. What have we got here? Think we're good. My one weakness, money, I guess. Grumbling, the Grandees send their less decorated troops over to the coast. The Southern soldiers soon whip the local troops into shape. As the proud Southern Watch march through the villages, coastal peasants flock to admire their drills at the parade ground. Many join up on the spot, eager to have their own sweeping capes and fine stiletto daggers. Cows go unmilked and fields unploughed, but the army ranks swell with enthusiastic recruits. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. You look as though you plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles and take command of their armies and force them to submit. Or if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. They'll forget their schemes. If you win. Well, it's very simple, everyone. Sign time. Military and farming. We're going to declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. Let's go, baby. Let's go. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmedian ambassador. Greetings, Your Grace. I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. Oh, I was rather hoping to catch you by surprise. Oh, we all know there's a big war on the horizon. The only question is when. Now listen. The Ashmedian Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Didn't you ever wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we're divided by internal conflict. It may seem that the empire is ruled by its emperor, but in reality Ashmed is ruled by his various generals, who battle endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? I'm here representing your new best friend, General Fallenkampf, whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We'll launch a civil war, take advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. A bold strategy. I will leave you to think on my words. If we actually take advantage of the Ashmedian Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. If you beat our oldest enemy, that would shut the nobles up for good. But winning still won't be easy. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall farming and military as much as you can, and of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Rally to the banner of war, thank you, yeah. We are good. Yeah, we're just going to common everyone. Oh god, okay. Here we go again. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the March have bribed the barons into giving them an exclusive charter. They now control all the trade of copper and furs, the March's most valuable goods. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. Free raccoons, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a hot, while, although I've seen you in techno streams occasionally. Welcome on in. Let's see. I like to imagine the Golden Prince has not touched the ironclad tax system his father established. I think we extended it, rather. I woke up in the middle of the night, so I get to catch your streams. Hey! Thank you, Free Raccoons. Enjoy. Baron domination is finally ending. Let's destroy their trade. I mean... don't really mind on this one. Yeah, it could go either way. I don't mind this one. We did nothing wrong. Free Raccoons. Oh, if it's the plugin, other people have said there's problems with it. So it might not be working, but you're definitely a patrician, Free Raccoons. Hentai Dad as well, welcome on in. Jesus, okay, the patrician's massive has descended upon us. Okay, just good business as a strong lead. I'm going to do a final countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll move on. Yeah, it seems like there's something going on today. A lot of cross lines. It hasn't even got it. It's not even registering that you own the game. So who do I have to change? Because you'll have to reset your connection to Twitch, I think. So I've got to do Cybin from earlier. TL73 also was having problems, and 3 raccoons. You send the merchant away, ignoring his desperate protests. Over the next few weeks, more and more small traders across the march start going bankrupt. But the biggest companies are expanding each day and recording incredible profits. Time to open a bottle of wine. Yeah, TL, I'll have to change it on the save file. That's the thing. The game thinks you've joined as a free player rather than a premium one. Bad news, Your Highness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Herberwald. I believe it's Bizg, Lord of the Bells. Why is that a problem? They've put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwatched, glory-seeking commoners from all over the march are lining up for their chance. Not just peasants, I, Morgrim, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but the peasants are no match. I will be the most powerful wizard this council has ever seen. Do you want to be a wizard for real, Morgrim? You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servants' help. We can't let this go ahead. To have a potential wizard on the council would present a clear and dangerous conflict of interests. Then let us assemble the council. Cheers, my liege. Do you want it, Morgrim? I don't even want your wealth. Because, yeah, I'm going to try and avoid dragging your wealth. You're a wizard, Morgrim, yeah. I'd say allow Morgrim to become Bizg apprentice. I mean, I don't even know if we'll get to the end of that storyline, really. I think the game's going to end soon, one way or the other. I think if I don't beat my ambition next season, then we'll hit another auction and the grandees will get the 10 military they need. Zapazak, you got the vote in the A without the space in there, so I don't think you went through on that vote. But it matters not. We're going A anyway. A is the way. Thank you everyone for your votes. By the 9th, how will she keep up with her noble duties if she's spending all her time in the march with this wizard? And what if, Knife Preservus, she actually passes her apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. You have nothing to fear from me, Your Holiness. I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. Grandee Morgrim sets off immediately on her journey to the march. His presence in Herberwald attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of their latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Oh. That's me fiddling with a pen. There we go. Let's put it back. I promise I won't scramble the map or double the size of the south. Oh dear. Yeah, I haven't even done that. I haven't even looked at it. I've had all this time to do it. Here we go. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmedian Empire. Today at last she's returned and she's brought one of the patricians with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They've sent a delegation to speak with you. Your August Majesty, of course we all support a war with the accursed dogs of Ashmead, of course we do. We're more patriotic than anyone. But we're concerned about the harvest. Your marshal is telling us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. We wouldn't want that. It's just damn cowardice if you ask me, Your Majesty. But all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade them that their kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full forces to our banner. 100%. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're going to do this. Some plants like having heavy metal music played to them. Is that real? Is there like a study on that where the vibrations help them, maybe? By sea and storm. Your esteemed highness, you're right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmedian bastards a lesson. We have the magic lemons. That's a spirit. I trust we have the backing of the patricians in starting this war then. Yes, your esteemed highness, let's do this. Mythbusters? Yeah, I think that's okay. One by one, your marshal approaches your nobles of your council, seeking their approval for the launch of war against Ashmead. When it comes to a war, you can rely on the barons, your highness. Let's go give the Ashmedians a damn good kicking. The grandees will welcome the chance to teach those godless Ashmedian heathens a thing or two about the wrath of the ninth god. We have been preparing tirelessly for a holy crusade, after all. The nobles are united behind the idea of war in Ashmead, your majesty. Huzzah, let's go to war. I like the enthusiasm, but it's been a long time since the kingdom mobilised so much of its army. We need to ensure they're up to the task. I'll assemble the troops at once. Farewell, your majesty. Let's see, what have we got? I think this is going to be 100. No, it's 90%. There's a 10% chance of me failing this. When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, she is at the head of an army. The soldiers set up camp outside the city walls, their armour gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. Let us inspect the troops. Fingers crossed, good vibes only. We are good. We are good. GG, everyone. Very close call for the grandees there. But as you can see, the kingdom is prospering. Everyone's fat and happy. The stats are riding high across the board. We are looking good, and we are ready to go kick Ashmead in the crotch. The camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has been churned to mud under tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you are greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? Let's bring Ashmead to its knees. Blood! Blood for the ninth god! Your soldiers let out a full-throated roar. Blood for the ninth god! For the kingdom! For the king! The army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away the surprised Ashmedian sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give inspirational speeches before the battle starts, wave the sword around and then duck back into your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Ashmedian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sounds, clapping, cheering. The peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a retinue of wounded soldiers nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. The peasants largely ignore them. All hail the conquering hero! All hail the king! I'll wave to my adoring fans. The cheering somehow gets louder. They really think you're a hero, even though they spent most of your time in a tent looking at maps. Yay for trauma! Ah dear. When you return to the palace, your husband is waiting for you and your heir Hermann III in his arms. My darling, you're finally back. I've been waiting breathlessly and following tales of your conquests. If only you brought me along. It sounds like good fun, but I understand someone needs to hold down the fort. We have so much to talk about. Little Hermann III has been growing up so fast in your absence. Sorry, my dear, but the council has requested a meeting. Oh, of course. Well, hurry back, my love. As you step back to the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up at you with trepidation. Welcome back, Your Serene Highness. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. But now we can get back to the business of ruling. There are so many votes that need your attention. Sorry. These small matters no longer interest me. What? But what about democracy? The Constitution? Did the king misspeak? We may have won a victory, but the Ashmedians will strike back and strike back hard. We don't have time for votes, we need to prepare. And if you squabbling bastards don't unite behind the king right away, you'll wake up next year with Ashmedian soldiers in your bedchambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. Nothing like a common enemy, eh, everyone? Yes, Your August Majesty, if there's one thing we hate more than each other, it's the Ashmedian Empire. After that, the nobles never defy you again, but it's not like your life gets any easier. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt your meetings, but I just received word that the Ashmedian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh, you head back to the palace, say goodbye to your husband. Here we go again. On the road again. Alright everyone, GG. Finally, there we go. We got a solid run. The Hermanns might last for a while. We'll find out. But here's the sign. We're going to host a vote right now. If I can find the right thing. Where is it? New role. Inheritance for Hermann III. So this will be for next Saturday's game. Will Hermann III inherit Unyielding? Or will they inherit Ernest? Going to start the poll now. You can vote in chat. I'm just going to nip to the bathroom and back. I'll be back in a moment. Alright. Thank you. I return, everyone. I'm going to put the sign down now. It looks like Ernest is winning out. Yeah, Ernest, I think, is going to get the win. Let us read the book. All that remained of the Baron's attempt to usurp the crown was a prisoner deep under the castle, clad in an iron mask and shrouded in rumour. The patrician's attempt to replace the king's advisors never panned out. One night, Lord Patrician Mutated Zombie IV awoke to find a smiling spymaster holding a knife to his throat and kindly asking him to desist. The grandees prayed and prayed for a miracle to place Pepe in their rightful place on the throne, but no miracle came. King Hermann II's reign spanned another 15 glorious years spent mostly fighting in foreign fields. He conquered land from Tavolin and Ashmead, lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, he was battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero, but most of all, he was tired. Ernest wins out. King Hermann II, the Absolutist, the absolute unit. No, cancel. I don't want to update this thing. Shut up, Windows. Bloody hell. Ernest is in the lead. Let's see. Of our nobles, Nilar was the wealthiest at 12,000 and some change. Red Deuce are the poorest at 400. And finally, oh, look at this. Queen Hermann III. An earnest individual. Looking pretty dapper. I'm liking the combination of colours. There's a lot of purple going on the